Hello, my name is Shunyu Zhang. The name of the client who came to see me today is Jimmy Carter, and she wanted to ask some questions about investing. Let's take a look at what kind of needs this client has. First, Jimmy Carter is a recently retired teacher. She wants to maintain financial stability in retirement and is looking for a steady, reliable source of income. Second, Jimmy Carter has a tolerance for risk in her investments, provided those risks are carefully considered. However, she is wary of market fluctuations and does not wish to compromise her financial stability due to high volatility. Okay. From these client's needs, we can derive 3 points of information about the client's goals. The first point is stable income. Due to the lack of working income in retirement, Jimmy Carter wants a consistent and stable passive income to ensure that the living expenses and costs, such as medical care, are affordable. The second point is long-term financial security. Also, she has some willingness to take risks. Her core objectives are still to protect her retirement, and she does not want to face large capital losses. The third point is modest appreciation. While controlling interest, Jamie Carter may want her investments to beat inflation and maintain modest appreciation. And in addition to this, I need the customer to provide me with some additional information. First, financial overview, total existing assets, liabilities, liquidity needs, and so on. Second, investment horizon. Find out how long she expects to invest and ensure that the portfolio's liquidity matches her needs. Third, risk tolerance. Further explore her acceptance of different risk levels. Fourth, income needs. To understand her monthly or annual funding needs and ensure the portfolio provides the appropriate cash flow. Fifth, specific attitudes towards market volatility. To understand in detail how she perceives volatility and the impacts it may have on her financial sentiments. Okay. Considering Jimmy Carter's risk appetite and financial needs, a suitable investment strategy for her should take into account the following. A stable source of income, suitable for low-risk investments that produce regular income. Diversification of risk to avoid volatility caused by a single asset. Moderate allocation to risky assets to realize modest appreciation potential. So my investment strategy for clients is divided into the following. She can put 50% of her money into fixed income assets. I could recommend to her about 3 types of investment products. The first type is government bonds, such as treasury bonds, which have very low credit risk and provide stable interest income. The second type is high credit rating corporate bonds. Choose corporate bonds with high credit ratings to ensure a reasonable balance between yield and risk. The third type is investment grade bond funds. Diversify her investment through bond funds to reduce the impact of individual corporate credit risk on her portfolio. The above recommendations are based on Mark Weiss' modern portfolio theory, which suggests that bond assets have a significant dampening effect on the volatility of long-term investment portfolios. And she can then invest 30% of her money in dividend yielding assets. For example, the following two: dividend-paying stocks and REITs. Real estate investment trusts. For dividend-paying stocks, she can choose stocks of companies with a history of stable dividend payments, which usually have a proven business model and stable cash flow. For REITs, real estate investment trusts, companies can focus on REITs that offer regular dividends, help generate stable cash flows, and have a lower volatility correlation with traditional stocks. Research by academics such as Body has shown that high dividend stocks provide better risk-adjusted returns than growth stocks over long periods of time. Finally, she can invest 10% of the money in small amounts of risky assets and the remaining 10% in short-term bonds or nothing. For risky assets, one can try to invest in low volatility index funds or robust hybrid funds. For low volatility index funds, she can choose index funds with low volatility to get long-term returns from the stocks market with low risk. For solid hybrid funds, which includes a portion of equity and bonds, it can provide more stable returns. The last remaining 10% is kept as an emergency reserve to meet liquidity needs. It can be placed in money market funds or short-term treasury bonds to ensure liquidity and safety. And finally, there are investment recommendations for crypto funds. In my risk assessment for crypto funds investments, I believe that the high return potential of crypto funds comes with significant volatility and uncertainty. For Jimmy Carter, the high volatility of crypto assets may be beyond his acceptance. Okay. Academic research has shown that crypto assets are extremely volatile, often showing asymmetric correlation with assets such as stocks and bonds, and are not suitable for investors with limited risk tolerance. So I could suggest that as Jimmy Carter's core goal is financial stability in retirement, I could advise her to approach crypto fund investments with caution. If she is very interested in this space, a very small percentage, maybe no more than 5% of her portfolio, could be devoted to it as an exploration. Otherwise, it is advisable to focus on more stable assets. It's right. Okay, thank you for listening.